Nebraska's prison watchdog says a use of force incident in Lincoln shows the need for changes from staffing to organization. Thanks for joining us. I'm Julie Cornell.
I'm Bill Shamron. An inmate filed a complaint at the Reception and Treatment Center. The Inspector General of Corrections says the force may have been unnecessary, but not excessive.
KETV Investigates takes a closer look at the complaint tonight and the recommendations. Quinicia Frazier joins us live.
Julie, Bill, some of those recommendations are centered around RTC's Health Porter program. That's when an incarcerated person is trained to be a health porter and help other inmates with a mental or physical health issue. Inspector General Doug Kobernick says if the man at the center of the complaint had his health porter, the escalation may not have happened. An incarcerated man at Lincoln's Reception and Treatment Center filed a complaint in May saying he saw staff slam another inmate to the floor, press him down, and place a knee on his neck.
The individual involved in this was somebody with a serious mental illness, and he was in an area where there's a lot of coming and going, a lot of traffic of individuals, and he did not comply with the direction given to him.
Inspector General Doug Kobernick looked into the incident.
Yeah, we watched the video, read the reports.
His investigation shows the man fell to the ground, curled into a fetal position, and pulled away while staff tried to restrain him. Kobernick says staffers were able to pull the man's arms behind his back, put him in restraints, and walk him to a nearby holding cell.
It was maybe an unnecessary use of force, but not an excessive use of force.
Kobernick says the man usually has a health porter with him, but not in this case.
What we learned was that if he had been with him, this probably would not have taken place. We don't know for sure, but it would be less likely.
Kobernick's office recommends the Department of Corrections revamp the health porter program and make a list of people who require one and make sure that's shared with staffers.
Having that person who knows them and understands them and can help them move about during their daily routine is very important.
Kobernick has a few other recommendations. He says the Lincoln RTC needs to better monitor inmates to make sure they're taking their medication. And he says Corrections needs to improve recruitment and retention of licensed mental health staff. Corrections has not responded to our request for comment on this case or those recommendations. Bill, back to you.